All right, let's get started. Look at Trump's mounting legal troubles as South Carolina Republican primary nears. We're going to be talking about like a leak that happened. And I don't know if this was Trump himself leaking it or in a brilliant way. This was the Biden administration leaking like Trump's plans of banning abortion. But it's Monday and we're back to the goddamn news. Us referencing Airbud twice a week is based. It is. Airbud is great.
Coming up this Saturday, the newest issue in this race is Friday's judgment in a New York City courtroom where former President Donald Trump was ordered to pay more than $350 million. Caitlin Huey-Burns is covering the campaign.
No, we'll do the Trump sneakers
Caitlin,
too.
good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Gail. Well, so far in this campaign, Donald Trump's legal woes haven't dented his support, and his rivals have been cautious about piling on. Well, this weekend, he unleashed on the court system while his sole remaining Republican opponent, Nikki Haley, sharpened her attacks.
The case is a complete and total sham. It's a sham case.
Making his pitch to voters in Michigan this weekend, Donald Trump took aim at Friday's ruling in his civil fraud trial and other mounting legal proceedings.
The judges and prosecutors that were dealing with me are essentially all the same, different wrappings, tone, manner, but always the same coordinated and overly nasty result. They are nasty. There's a lot of emotion in this room. Thank you.
Earlier, the former president was met with a mix of chants and boos as he tried to rally support at a sneaker convention in Philadelphia, promoting gold Trump-branded high tops.
It's a slightly different audience than I'm used to, but I love this audience.
And while Trump is already shifting his attention to the general election against President Biden in the battleground states, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is focused on Trump in her home state's Republican primary this Saturday.
Everything he touches, we lose.
As polls showed Trump with a commanding lead, Haley is now pointing to his legal cases as a liability.
Now, he said himself he's going to spend more time in a courtroom than on the campaign trail. We can't win like that.
Yet many of Trump's supporters are standing by him.
I think some of it is politically motivated. Look at where you're at now versus where you were 4 years ago, and you'll realize you are much better off than Trump as president.
That's right. Look at her. She's 23 years old. Look at what 4 years of Brandon's regime has done to my beautiful daughter.
And yesterday, Haley wouldn't say if she would support Trump if he becomes the Republican nominee, but she did repeat that she would pardon him if she becomes president and he's convicted of a federal crime. Both candidates will campaign in South Carolina this week ahead of the weekend's primary. Michelle?
It will be interesting.
It's pretty embarrassing to do this to Nikki Haley. She's just still in it. She's stuck. She's now stuck. That she just has to be there. Oh my God. Trump has a GoFundMe, by the way, that Grant Cardone's wife put together, which I suspect is another scam. God, I love I hate Donald Trump as president, but I love his fucking followers so much. I love Trump supporters. They are so insane. It is just a perfect demonstration of just collective psychosis. They have duped themselves into believing all of the most nonsensical positions. Like, there is nothing funnier to me. Wait, hold on. Oh my God, no shot. Sorry, I just got a text message. Apparently, Helldivers had political concerns during their release and working with me. Because I was like, why the fuck didn't I get it? Not like a Helldivers ad, which I think is really funny because they are literally a Starship Troopers video game that perfectly analogizes fascism. It's so funny. It's like a perfect game for me. Anyway, I mean, it's the marketing team. Marketing team is like very different than the actual devs that made the game, in my opinion. Yes, we are going to talk about these two things, which are both incredible. Don't worry. Okay.
The judges and prosecutors that were dealing with me are essentially all the same, different wrappings, tone, manner, but always the same coordinated and overly nasty result. They are nasty.
That's Donald Trump after a judge in New York ordered him to pay nearly $355 million in a civil fraud ruling. That was at a campaign rally in Michigan over the weekend. Trump claimed without evidence that he is being politically targeted in these court cases and vowed to change the nation's legal system if reelected. With us now, Donald Trump's former personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. He is the author of the book Revenge: How Donald Trump Weaponized the U.S. Department of Justice Against His Critics, as well as the podcast Mea Culpa and Political Breakdown. Michael Cohen, great to see you this morning. Thank you so much for being here. $400 million. Donald Trump has been told he needs to pay more than that total in these two cases combined. You knew him for a long time pretty well. What do you think that number means to him?
That's a total, it's like the death touch to Donald. They don't have that available cash. I've read in several different articles that he has a substantial sum of cash. It's not true. I would highly doubt it. He's probably looking at RNC money. He's probably looking at super PAC money, again, as part of money that he would use.
Friend of the show, Michael Cohen.
But no matter what happens, he does not have enough, and there will have to be a liquidation of his assets in order to cover this amount. Because you're right, it's not 354. It's into the 550 million, especially with the E. Jean Carroll $88.6 million.
Yeah, that part is even funnier. The fact that like he did not need another legal case at all, and yet he said, "No, I'll take it." Just no reason to get caught in a second defamation suit by straight up doing the same exact defamation that you did less than 12 hours after the first defamation suit awards trial concluded. That's what he did. He did not have to do it at all. The E. Jean Carroll thing is another $88 million that he did not have to pay at all. And yet he just did it on CNN. And I don't know like what the tactic is here. Like, I guess if you're president, like, I think he's just basically saying like, I'm inevitably going to be the president because the Brandon team is weak. You know, Joe Biden is weak. And when I'm president, I'll just like make it all go away. I think a little bit of managed democracy. I just hope he doesn't get 5 years to pay it off, etc. Brother, what are you talking about? I don't think he's going to pay a single dime of any of these things. I don't think the civil thing he's going to pay. I don't think the civil thing he's going to pay for at all. H. Bizzle, Hassan, did you see my resub yesterday? 1 month until 5 years straight, baby. Also, no one should trust Michael Cohen. That dude was knee deep in the Trump crimes, and no one should believe the oxygen he breathes. H. Bizzle, right around election time, our one DNC operative finally fucking comes back, okay? God damn, dude. Tier 1 subscriber for 59 months. Lip Bizzle popped his head out of the, popped his head away from the RP, the RP thing that he's invested in, RP lores that he's invested in, only to come in here for a second, just to reveal that he's back. Lib Bizzle left, UAW thrived. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? Lib Bizzle, ever since Lib Bizzle left the community to go watch RP every day, I'm not watching RP any longer. Full main FIFA Ultimate Team Degens. I don't even know what that is, but I do think it's pretty funny. Oh, this guy's backing him up. Please don't hurt my boy H Bizzle. Please don't hurt my boy Lib Bizzle. We chatted in a FIFA streamer chat. He's the GOAT. Lib Bizzle is a OG Hasanabi head. As you guys can see, fucking literally been here since day one. Not even a joke. And he is a DNC. He is a literal DNC guy. Okay, straight up DNC guy, but the only acceptable DNC guy. He is a lib though. He has a lot of lib tendencies. He's the only liberal I respect. Why? Why is he the only liberal I respect? Well, because he actually gets paid. He has the pay stubs. Okay. When I ask all of these like little LARPing shitheads online that make like the most idiotic statements about Joe Biden, about how like, I guess you want fucking Donald Trump to win. Like, he is the only motherfucker who actually has pay stubs. Okay? Shut the fuck up about some liberals, Abby. What do you mean? Limp is the FIFA man. We out here dirty dish FC. He actually is on the team. That's the difference. Okay? Please yell at Lib Mizzle. I missed it. Yeah. What kind of BS are you spewing today? Wyoming heathen, no BS whatsoever. I'm talking about my glorious president, Donald Trump, okay? Would you want Sean Fain on the stream? Yeah, I would. I also have like direct contacts with obviously, I think you know, some of my homies now also are at UAW on the social side. Yep. There you go. Yep. I tried getting him on during like the heat of the strikes. But yes, I think Sean is incredible. Would love to have him on. He's sick. Why is Libizzle typing in all caps? Brother, he's a 60-month subscriber who is, like I said, a DNC operative that works on the UAW side. Why wouldn't he type in caps? He's a goddamn boomer. Like, what do you mean? Context clues, man. Chatters. Some of you guys are like in college, okay? This man, he's been around. Of course, he's a boomer. Yeah, he probably can't see the lowercase letters. Yeah, he's also an RP chatter. He's trying to get his backseating noticed in all caps. Yeah, he's in his 40s. This is why I said I'm one of the more normie streamers out there, okay? All right. Let's get back to my king, my goat. See, all these reactions are why I left originally. So much for the tolerant left. Goodbye. Don't yell at Lib Bizzle. Stop.
Civil fine as well.
It's a lot of money any way you look at it. And Michael, you say that you have concerns that somehow it compromises him. How?
Well, think about it. If you're Vladimir Putin, I'll tell you how Vladimir Putin is probably looking at Donald Trump right now. That Trump is a poor man's idea of a rich man, a weak man's idea of a strong man, and a stupid man's idea of a smart man. So as a former KGB expert, he's looking at Donald and saying, what can we do in order to help him to get away from these various different things? Well, one, you can't fix stupid. So that is what it is. You just take advantage of it. All right. As far as the poor man and a rich man, well, figure out how to put some money in his pocket.
This guy's he's a podcaster now. You can tell he's got that he's putting that stank on it. You see that? That's podcaster style, baby.
Because that's all Donald Trump cares about. He doesn't care about America. He's out there hawking sneakers. He's out there hawking whatever he can, grifting off the poorest of Americans. Think about it. Who's supporting Donald Trump and the use of his.
Yeah. Also, the hardest theme song of all time. This is his podcast theme song.
Oh, that's fine by me. Oh, baby, don't you lie to me. Oh, baby, don't you lie to me. I did my time, that's fine by me. It's fine by me. And if I tell you my story, don't cry for me. Oh, I did my time. And that's fine by me. Oh, baby, don't lie for me. If I tell you my story, don't cry for me.
God damn.
Time, that's fine by me.
It's so good. It's my miracle.
Tell the truth. It's now or never. Oh, baby, don't you lie to me. Oh, baby, don't you lie to me. This is my miracle. It's coming on down. And you know where I'm gonna bring it on down, bring it on down, bring it on down.
Sounds like a Pluto TV exclusive series. Excuse me. More like sounds like you're about to watch Prestige Television. This is not TV. It's HBO ass intro, dude. Are you kidding me? It's direct rip from fucking Sopranos. It's my mea culpa. It's so good. Fuck, man. It has no business being this hard, okay? It has no business. It has no business being this goddamn hard. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, Trump's legal troubles are one thing, okay? I don't really care about Michael Cohen personally talking about all this shit, but like so many of Trump's issues could be just absolutely avoided if he was just not fucking up all the time, or if he was just like relatively competent in doing the crimes, which is why it's ironic that his former lawyer who helped him do all of those crimes is on television shitting on him about how shitty he is at doing the crimes. It's like, bro, you're literally the accomplice. I guess in many ways it's like the best person to talk about it, but you are his bag man. You did it for years. Half of the stuff that he's up for, you were involved in. Like the only reason why I assume he's like kind of free of further prosecution is because he did his time for another crime that he was involved with. But it is pretty funny. I genuinely don't know what happens. I don't know what happens here. I don't know how he will recover from this. Trump, I mean, I don't understand it. Like, I don't know what the goal is here. Like the $88 million thing was so crazy. The $88 million thing was so crazy because it just did not need to happen at all. Like, it was 3 seconds of gloating on CNN that cost him $88 additional million. Now, obviously, that's a civil trial. So, like, the mechanism of pushback there with, like, appeals, like, you can basically hold that up in paperwork hell for many, many years, right? But this is a civil fraud case, and the state is involved. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen here. Like, I feel like you can still try to hold this up. You can still try to hold this up in the courts, get your appeals in, and push it back. But I suspect that if he's not president, there will definitely be a lot of pressure points to ensure that he at least, like, some level of payment must happen. I hope, especially because, like, can't the state basically seize his assets or put a lien on his garnish his wages? I actually think the main impact of this will be opening him up to the IRS audits and investigations. Trump won Peoples too. The Michael Cohen song reminded me of the most insane podcast intro song we ever found. No FAP stuff. Okay, we'll look at this after. I can't look at it right now. As far as like Trump's legal troubles goes, though, the obviously really damaging one is the Georgia one. One, because it's televised. Two, and that will like consistently remind people that he's like a criminal, especially because that's like Trump's weakest area. Trump's biggest weakness is that he is a crook and a destabilizing force to American democracy for, the liberal boomers that care about that sort of thing, who would be independent or moderate, right? Like, that's a huge deal. That's what, pushed Biden's carcass over the finish line. No, Americans do care about that. Voting Americans do care about that sort of thing. You are a jaded Zoomer or a jaded millennial. We don't care about that sort of thing because we have a very critical approach to American politics. We understand that it's a uniparty fake duopoly, but most boomer libs who vote like it's their only passion in life, they give a fuck about American democracy. They care about things such as being embarrassed on the global stage. So ultimately, these are the things that matter. And one of the greatest ways to get boomers to recognize that Trump is a massive fucking crook and a destabilizing force for American democracy, if you believe in that sort of thing, is absolutely having a televised trial where all of his all of his crimes are constantly on television. It's like if Biden was forced to like do cardio on camera every day, okay? While also simultaneously like reciting American political history or something. It would literally be, it's the equivalent. This is the equivalent of Biden having to do 5-hour depositions on camera where he has to like remember his son and when he died. Yeah, or like doing a cognitive test or some shit. What is happening? Why is my fucking Apple Watch activating on its own? Yeah, he'd actually be decent at cardio, low key. Biden is in remarkably good shape for how fucking old he is. It's the brain stuff that kind of cooks him. Did you see Nate Silver thinks Biden should drop out? It's not Nate Silver that I'm actually shocked by. It's Ezra Klein. That is a real banger. Ezra Klein wrote an entire article on the New York motherfucking crimes, baby. Okay? War Crimes Central. That is a huge, huge deal. Nate Silver is done. I mean, he's Nate Copper, he's Nate Bronze at this point. He's been downgraded a million times over. He lost his fucking job. He lost his baby. Nobody really gives a shit about him. He's basically a worse Matt Iglesias who just chirps on Twitter, even though he has good takes. It doesn't really matter. Ezra Klein, on the other hand, is a freaking powerhouse. Ezra Klein is the Democratic Party outsider loyalist that has a respectable institution. He's like a force. Ezra Klein talking on the Ezra Klein show. This is like if the Pod Johns came out, or this is more than the Pod Johns. Ezra Klein is the Pod Johns on steroids, basically. He is the Pod Johns of Vox / now New York Times. I don't know how else to describe it. This is like if the Pod Johns also go along with Ezra, if they also go, we see the writing on the wall, this is really bad. This is a big moment. This is a very, very big moment. He's like, if the Pod Johns fucked, the Pod Johns definitely fuck. What are you talking about? This is the man who started a media company with Matty Iglesias. Yes. Yeah, Ezra Klein endorses Jank. He says, don't care, voting for Jank at the end of this audio article. Who are the Pod Johns? The Pod Save America boys, who are friends of the show, by the way. John Favs being one of them. The Pod Johns, the top two Pod Johns, they sound like very famous, beloved Hollywood actors, but they're not. Jon Favreau, and then the other one is what's his name? I can't believe I'm forgetting it. And Lovett. John Lovett and Jon Favreau. And then you have Tommy Vitor for the foreign policy. Yeah. They're great. I mean, Lovett has always been like way more, he's always been more like left adjacent in the John economy, in the Pod John economy. He was the first fear and guest, lol. Yeah. This is convincing me the stupid conspiracy where Michelle Obama takes over in March and Biden steps down is real. Pod John's how I got into politics. I found them, then found Clipper trolling Trump supporters, and Hogwatch came up, and now I'm here. Yeah. I found you through the Love It or Leave It episode. Hell yeah. I do love the Pod Johns, by the way. Like, straight up. We have disagreements, obviously, but you know, I still have love for them. Okay? They are, it's hard. It's hard not to have love for like libs that are just like really diehard loyalists to the Democratic Party who don't spend every waking moment being like incredibly annoying to those who are to the left of them, and are a little bit at least more open-minded to those who are to the left of them, including myself. Like, I'm directly talking about myself. I'm talking about people like me. You have to remember, these are Obama speechwriters. Dan Pfeiffer as well. Oops, forgot about him. Oh my God. Even if you don't agree with where he lands, it's worth reading Ezra Klein. They're losing the Pod Johns. Oh my God. The Brandon team is losing the Pod Johns. Okay, let's get back to Trump's legal woes for a second. And then I'm going to talk about the Ezra Klein piece, because this is like, oh God, I'm such a fucking nerd. Sometimes I like think about the things I get excited about, and I'm like, this is so annoying. not a single person actually shares, with the exception of every single person that is in this community. There is really not a single person that gives a shit about this stuff in the real world. No shot. I get so excited about drama and palace intrigue. Just flow, bro. You're on the real shit. Yeah. John Lovett is my goat because he married Ronan Farrow, my other goat. I don't think they're married anymore. Or I mean, I think they were dating, but I don't think they're married any longer. M HUD, you're M HUD is falling off on his CIA shit. He did fumble the bag. But they are both goats. I like both of them, for the record. They're both dope. Okay. You literally bat-chested IRL at that tweet. Oh my God, Ezra, shut up. Yeah, I get excited about stuff like that. Okay, suck my dick. One, because like Cenk is right. This is, again, despite our many disagreements, very public disagreements, Cenk, and I'm not saying this because he's my uncle, I'm not uncle posting, was 1000% correct when he said, in order to save the Democratic Party, we have to fucking get Biden out. He was absolutely on the money from the jump. It doesn't matter how fucking insane he is. It doesn't matter that it literally does not matter how crazy he is on all this other shit, and how wrong he is on leaning into the crime narratives and like reactionary politics and like thinking that is going to be a way to captivate a broader audience. He's been negatively polarized because of all the tweets that he read about how much he sucks on Twitter. He can't get that shit out of his goddamn head. But that take is absolutely correct. Okay, you are delusional if you think Biden would lose in 2024 like it's clearer than 2020. Whoo, he is so right, dude. He is so right. The fact that the Democratic Party right now in this very moment could be absolutely blasting and like getting FDR margins. Okay, I'm talking FDR margins. I'm talking Ronald Reagan role reversal. Okay, but the man leading the fucking pack is an old curmudgeon whose brain is leaking out of his fucking ears. The fact that it's even a close race at all, and the fact that Biden is not so certain to win. All of these are like liberals look at polls and go, la, 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 la. I can't see you. I can't hear you. Polls are fake. They literally sound like Trump supporters. Oh, man. If Trump is on the ballot, Biden wins easy. You're crazy. Listen to me. Listen to me. I love you all. But you have to understand something, okay? You should be matching Biden's performance to like where it could be. You sound delusional when you say like it's a lock, like Biden will definitely defeat Donald Trump. Forgetting all of the things that it took for Biden to defeat Donald Trump. Like a Hail Mary, genuine global life-changing event that happened like basically 8 months out of the fucking re-election, where it didn't even stop. It like not only did COVID happen, but beyond that, Trump got COVID a week before the election, something I bring up all the time, and many liberals get mad at me for bringing up all the time, where like, and that left that alongside, I would say, Donald Trump routinely shitting on mail-in ballots for some weird reason, okay, and universal ballot registration. All of that combined gave Biden like a marginal boost over Donald Trump, like a marginal victory over Donald Trump. We're talking like what, a collection of 40,000 votes across like 3 states. And then the Republicans overturned Roe v. Wade, which is true. This part is true. It is the only, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it is the saving grace of the Democratic Party. It is the saving grace of the Democratic Party. That's why they're so fucking popular across the board. And yet, for some weird reason, it's still pretty close for Brandon versus Donald Trump. No, literally, Biden was president when it happened. Yeah, okay, dude. Come on. Guys. This is ridiculous. I don't think that Biden didn't put enough defenses against Roe v. Wade is going to be a real calculation that, like, the average fucking voter is making. You're crazy. No, this is a Republican fuck up through and through. The only person who thinks Biden could have stopped it is Eden Ross, okay? And that motherfucker doesn't vote. If we're talking about actual voters, they all know that Roe v. Wade is Donald Trump and the Republican Party. That's not copium. Oh my God, I do political analysis professionally for a fucking living. You are really crazy. It's the only thing that keeps Biden close to Donald Trump in the polling, okay? He would be getting absolutely cumstered and dumpstered. We have seen it. It's not copium. It is a major driver. You are insane. If it wasn't a major driver, the Republican Party wouldn't be fucking desperately trying to make sure that they don't put anything abortion related on the ballots in like special elections. What the fuck are you talking about? It's got to be trolling, right? Like, this guy libbed up, okay? He's libbed up. He's out of control, libbed out the wazoo, okay? But the other guy is also wrong. Biden needs Michigan to win the election and needs 51% of the Michigan Muslim vote to win the state. And I just don't see that happening with the Palestine situation. We'll see. The Palestine situation hurts his chances for sure in Michigan. But what helps his chances in Michigan is the UAW situation. Like, getting the Sean Fain endorsement is massive. Michigan is not as like a definite L for Biden as you think it is. I think a lot of you guys forget, okay, not that many Muslims in this country. That's number one. Okay, it's not like a super big voter constituency, except for Michigan. It is big, but like, not that many Muslims in the country. That's number one. Number two, there's a lot of support for Palestine for sure, but people recognizing that like Israel is committing genocide with our weapons in Gaza is one thing. Voting or not voting because of that is an entirely different thing. Abortion is a motivator. Abortion drives people to the fucking polls. Okay? Abortion drives people to the polls. Israel-Palestine, especially for the rest of the country, is only going to depress younger voters, which Biden certainly needs. Okay? Biden needs younger voters. Younger voters carried Biden across the finish line last time around. That's what the Democratic Party also utilizes. Obviously, they don't vote as hard as like older voters do, but Biden certainly needs younger voters, especially as there's like not a complete like a change in attitude in the demographics that consistently and reliably vote for the Democratic Party, but Trump has picked a decent chunk of black voters and Latino voters as well. I would say in a scary way. Okay, scary for the future of American politics as the Democratic Party triangulates and focuses more on the suburbs and the moderate educated whites that make, $250,000 plus a year. Those suburban whites that are otherwise in the past like Republican Party voters are offended by Trump's behavior, are worried about American democracy. However, while Biden is like hyper focusing on those people who he has in the bag and could very easily commit to by just simply saying Trump is crazy, he's a buffoon, look at him. He is losing a shit ton of younger voters. He's losing the Muslim vote, like the Arab vote. These are all important demographics for specific states like Michigan, obviously. But then the younger voters are an important demographic of voters that will carry Biden over the finish line. And while they are already not the most enthusiastic base of support for the Democratic Party, regardless, there is still a huge amount of people that you could at least convince to go out and vote for you. What worries me is the possibility of Biden debating Trump. There's no way in his current state Biden can come out of it looking good. And if he turns it down, it will look even worse. It's a lose-lose. Yeah. I feel like a large chunk of those whites are still going to vote Republican. No. There are a lot of like moderates that are at least consistently and reliably voting Biden. As far as polls and as far as like if you look at all of the other previous elections so far, it's Biden is killing it with the white vote. Like he's actually crushing with the white vote in ways that previous Democrats had not. Okay. He is the real white power guy. Okay. He's crushing. Suburban whites are carrying the Democratic Party currently, which spells trouble for American politics, because that's how you arrive at this like very weird political calculation of like very weird political calculation the Democratic Party is doing right now, where they fucking turn around and they're like, yeah, we actually want to kill Mexicans ourselves. Vote for us. Republicans are not serious about the murdering Guatemalan migrants situation that we have to engage with at the border. We're going to do it. We're going to be the ones who fucking melt the Guatemalan abuelas at the border. Please vote for us. Look at this package that we're fucking pushing for. Like stuff like that genuinely changes the dynamic of the Democratic Party, and it's not a good thing overall, because like that only normalizes the Republican position, and it will inevitably, because the media operates in a way where they always diffuse like political tension and normalize it, because that's the one consistent, reliable thing you can expect from mainstream media, is to look at something that was considered unimaginably radical fucking 40 years ago or 20 years ago or even 4 years ago, and turn that around and be like, well, this is the normal centrist position here now. Like they will always do that no matter what it is. And that will create an environment where like all of those crazy people that maybe thought like, the build the wall stuff might be a little too crazy for me, right? But now the Democrats are doing it. I guess it's not so crazy. That is an issue. That's an issue because those guys vote, and you don't want those guys to be fine with like incredibly reactionary white nativist immigration strategies. That's important. That's important to understand. Okay? It's normal because the center is shifted more and more right is absolutely correct. Okay? Having said that, however, let's get to Trump's legal woes. Let's finish off, because I do need to talk about this fucking incredible sneaker situation. My man is just trying desperately. We'll talk about Brandon's chances in a second, but before I do that, and also Trump privately expressing support for the 16-week abortion ban. But before I do that, I got to talk about these fucking sneakers, man. Oh my God. President Donald Trump debuted his new sneakers at SneakerCon in Philadelphia. He did not actually walk out the Kanye West Ty Dolla $ign featuring Rich the Kid and Playboi Carti, but it's pretty fun to think that he actually did. Let's watch. For the record, this song came up on Rap Caviar this morning when I was working out, and it's actually not bad. It's kind of a banger. I hate to admit it, even though Kanye is a Nazi. This song is pretty good. I will admit it. Like, it definitely gave me like a plus. It gave me like a +8 boost on my lift as soon as it played. Peggy made this? God damn it. Fuck, man. Sneakerheads love Trump. GetTrumpSneakers.com. That's so sick. People on Twitter were saying his shoes were the January 6s. Yo, these are the ugliest fucking no pussy having ass fucking shoes you've ever goddamn seen in your goddamn life. They look like Creative Recreations, which is like maybe old school. Old heads know exactly what Creative Recs are. I used to wear them when I was in Miami, when I was a fucking promoter in Miami. Let me tell you something, okay? This might literally be made by the guy who used to make the Creative Recs, okay? Nick Bosa putting spikes on these next season. Good. The Homelander 45s, the Insurrection 6s. I am not buying a pair, but I don't know if Lolo actually bought me a pair because he was asking how, like, my foot size. I'm going to text him right now and see if he actually did. As someone who gets too much pussy, I'll be buying these as repellent. Is it bad aside from the Trump bullshit? I actually really like the shoes. These are ugly as hell, dude. Get the hell out of here. These unironically look fucking good. Please buy them and wear them. These are the equivalent of black Air Force Ones. If you know, you know. Yeah, except this is white supremacy, okay? Like, just as Trump is Obama for white people, like a specific kind of white person, this is the white people's Air Force Ones. You walking down the street, you see a motherfucker with these on, you cross the fucking street. Yes. People wearing these are going to do hate crimes, okay? You have to stay away from them. Aryan Force Ones. Oh my God. It's just so bad. I think they're so ugly. Look how bad these ones are. Oh my God, there's more? Here come the POTUS 45, the first white knits by Trump's sneakers. Another collectible, the sneakers that mean business, inspired by President Trump. They're the choice for anyone ready to take on the world with style and confidence. These aren't just any sneakers. They're a power play for your feet. Okay, I got to play this in the background while I fucking do this. Hold on. These aren't just any sneakers. They're a power play for your feet. With their crisp white knit and striking gold 45 recognizing Trump's presidency, they're a pair that stands out in the crowd. And that American flag, shout out to honor and ambition. The POTUS 45s are estimated to ship in August 2024. Free shipping on orders over $120. Limited edition sneakers by President Donald J. Trump. Catch the red waves. Latest heat from GetTrumpSneakers.com. These aren't just sneakers. They're a bold statement for those who ride the tide of change with courage and conviction. Drenched in vibrant red and sporting the fearless 45, the red waves are for the front runners who step boldly. With the American flag detail, they're your pledge to walk with passion and pride. The T4 Red Wave knit are estimated to ship in August 2025. Oh my God, he's got the wings on him too. Louboutin is a trademark on red soles.
You've probably seen so many videos already about Donald Jehoshaphat Trump and his stupid, ugly $400 sneakers he's peddling.
This is bullshit. Louboutin does not have no. You can definitely have red soles on your shoes without paying Louboutin. It's not correct.
But one thing I haven't seen anyone mention is I think he's going to get sued for them. Look closely. I know it's hard because they're so ugly, but they have red bottoms. Solid red bottoms. Now, Christian Louboutin owns the trademark for red bottom shoes, unless a shoe is also solid red. They have won so many lawsuits for people using red bottoms, and you might be saying,
no.
But the shoes are sneakers and those are heels. Doesn't matter. And in case you were wondering, yes, they also make sneakers. The irony of...
No. It's one, it's probably a very specific type of red. Okay. It's most likely a very specific type of red. And also, secondly, no shot. There's like so many sneakers with red sole, like red bottoms. That's crazy.
Of Donald Trump selling sneakers to try and pay off his legal bills with something that's probably going to get him slapped with another very big.
No, that's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, there are literally like there's people with I have Jordans with red bottoms too. It's crazy. Even if there legally was a case, there's no way they would win in the US against someone who the justice system struggles to hold accountable for literal insurrection. No. Black perspective on the shoes law.
Okay, so I've summoned a bunch of Trump fans, a bunch of MAGA folk who are all like, you don't understand, these shoes are a good investment. Boy, you run up on me for my shoes. Blah, blah, blah. All right, I want to talk to y'all directly. And I've tried to do this once before with conservatives, where it's just like, look, don't look at me as a lefty or a liberal. I'm just talking to y'all person to person.
Oh, it's so good. It's like, it's just crypto. It's more crypto. Like sneakers have always been like kind of tangentially related to the crypto sphere, right? There's a lot of like middlemen in the process. It's like become a Veblen good over time. It's really dumb. And now this has been elevated to the NFT status that it was worthy of being elevated to anyway. Okay. Love it.
Y'all are getting scammed. And I know you don't care to listen to me, but hear me out. These Trump shoes will likely not be worth shit. And let me explain to y'all the theory. A lot of people in my comments are like, you don't understand, you fucking, this is an investment. These shoes are fucking, I don't care if you don't think the shoes are fire. The shoes are fire and they're going to be worth fucking $4,000. Listen to me. I was having a conversation with my homeboy last night. And he was like, all Trump products have their highest value in a 6-month window after releasing. With any limited edition commemorative Trump thing that is produced in a limited amount, it's going to have its highest value while the other people who were trying to buy it on launch are still trying to buy it. Like the 40.
He's absolutely right on this though. He is right. Yeah, it will be worth nothing like a couple months down the line. He is absolutely correct on this. That's how it works with everything that Trump sells because it's a scam. Having said that, are you going to buy a pair? I've bought multiple. I bought multiple pairs. I'm sorry. I had to get in, get your money up, not your funny up. Okay. Especially at the top of the hour. Many of you are laughing right now. But if you had actually bought a shit ton and were reselling it for $5,000 a pop on eBay, you'd be able to avoid the top of the hour ad break by subscribing for $5 and then also gifting subs to others in the community so that they too can no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. Here is the 3-minute ad break now. Get your money up, not your funny up. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, I'm a scalper. This is the only ethical scalping that you can engage in for Trump shoes. Sakura Gore, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Another scalper who has clearly gotten their money up and not their funny up. Okay, now who's laughing? Now who's laughing? I bet not the 10 people that just got gifted a sub. They're like, thank God Sakura Gore has scalped a bunch of these and is like selling it back. Okay. Landlordism is also ethical scalping. No, it's not. It's unethical scalping. Catch profits, not feelings. That's what I'm talking about. Sigma grind set, baby. Let's freaking go.
$45 limited edition commemorative Trump coin that released when he was inaugurated. Or like the $40 Trumpy bear, right? These things that are released limited edition have their highest value while everyone is still trying to buy them at initial launch. So if you were to resell these shoes within the next couple of months, you'd probably be up a bit because a bunch of Trumpers are trying to get them. Here's the problem.
Graham Waters, thank you for the 5 gifts.
They're not made yet. They have not been manufactured. And Trump has a history of selling a product before it's manufactured and it taking a long ass time to get there. And the shoes are cheaply made. They're cheaply made. They're not built to last. That's not going to be a thing, right? These shoes aren't going to have a 5.
Bro, why would you resell? They aren't leaving my feet.
10-year lifespan, right? If those shoes don't get to y'all within the next 6 months and then you don't immediately resell them to someone who wasn't able to buy it from the website in the first place, you will be at a loss. And I'm telling you this based on the eBay prices of all Trump commemorative things. You are going to be out of money. This is not going to be a come up for y'all. And don't take this from me as like I'm not saying this as a leftist liberal. Oh, I ain't Trump. Like I'm saying this as a fact. Those shoes ain't gonna get to y'all. And either you love you some gold fucking some gold metallic shoes, or them shits that you out of money.
Yeah, this guy's a hater. He's a hater. What does he know about shoes? Okay. I bought so many pairs. It's gonna be fucking. We're up, boys. We're up, boys. I've already resold them, so resold them to some suckers. Yeah, he's just saying this, I think, to eliminate the competition. The trick is to get them before they drop. I'm already in contact with my rep agent right now. Good. Yeah. Trump heads on StockX. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, brother. The Trump official sneaker has been sold out. The Never Surrender high tops. Only 1,000 pairs will ever be released. Each pair is numbered, a true collector's item. The first official sneaker by President Trump, released at SneakerCon. God, he's so goated, dude. Released at SneakerCon Philadelphia on February 17, 2024. Bold, gold, and tough, just like President Trump. There for the go-getters who don't know the word quit. With a standout gold finish at the T and the T badge, these kicks are for the future true patriots. Oh, Lolo couldn't get me one. He said, Lamau, no, they sold out immediately. They shout out to the brave and the free. The Never Surrender sneakers are your rally cry in shoe form. Lace up and step out, ready to conquer. With only 1,000 pairs ever released. Wait, what? Okay, he's just saying some crazy shit to me right now. I can definitely see Kyrie pulling these out. Oh, it is public knowledge. What? Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm texting Alex right now. Wait, I'm just going to call him. Hold on. See if he'll pick up. Let's see. Hold on, I'll put it over here.
Hello?
You're on speaker on stream.
Hold on.
You're on speaker on stream.
I'm on stream?
Yeah, and you're on speaker. Can you repeat what you just Can you repeat what you just told me? Where are you right now? Oh.
In New York City.
Okay. I don't know if you're at work. Oh wait, you quit your job, I thought, or something, right?
I have off today.
Oh, okay. Well, so a question for you. Can you repeat what you said to me in the text messages just now? Because I was talking about how you were gonna buy me the Never Surrender high tops, but you're fake and you're phony and you decided not to get them, and I'm disappointed in our friendship, but can you repeat the last thing you told me?
I don't want to say it.
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Okay. Yeah, you can say it. Okay.
He said he's trying to get, Alex Lolo, okay, Alex Lolo overruled, said he's trying to get the Trump Never Surrender high tops for me by contacting his cousin, who is his, what? Hello? Hello?
Hi, sorry.
Okay. Contacting his, what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Contacting his cousin, who his cousin is, which apparently is public knowledge, but people don't believe him, Dan Scavino. I can't tell if he's fucking with me or not.
I'm not. Do I have to get pictures of me with Danny?
Yes, you have to get pictures of you and old Danny boy, and you have to also get me the Never Surrender high tops now.
Okay, what size? 13?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to talk to a Jehovah's Witness?
No, I'm good. What the fuck? Why would I talk to a Jehovah's Witness right now?
I don't know. They're here in the subway station.
No, I'm good. Thank you, Alex. All right.
Okay.
Now that you're jobless, you're officially a full-blown anarchist, by the way. That's like the most anarchist you can be.
Just not having a job.
Yeah, that is like the ultimate anarchist. Like, you're a real one.
I just feel like you're calling me and harassing me right now. I was trying to be nice and do something for you. You call me, blow me up on stream.
Yeah, well, I miss you. That's why.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm coming out in April. All right, we'll talk.
All right.
We'll talk.
All right. Have a good one.
We're gonna do something in April, yeah?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right,
I love
bye.
you. Bye.
Love you. All right. Okay. That was Law overruled, ladies and gentlemen. Cousin of Dan Scavino, which is incredible. That's insane. But yeah, apparently he's gonna get Dan Scavino is Donald Trump's former golf caddy turned social media manager. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm just looking at the chat to see if people know who fucking Dan Scavino is. I miss the Aussies too. Don't worry. I found out from my manager, who also manages the Aussies, that they have some travel plans, and I instantly DM'd them to be like, I'm a part of your travel plans now. I can't leak it yet, but I am. I'm planning on the Australia thing is definitely happening. Maybe not the China thing, but the Australia thing is definitely happening. Do all the leftist content creators have the same manager? No. But yes, all of my friends are named Alex. That's how it works. Classic Hassan inviting himself? Fuck yeah, dude. The Aussie boys are one group of people that I don't mind inviting myself to shit at all on, because like these just because you know, they come and they stay with me for a month and shit, so it's fine. Like, yeah, they come and they live with me. Oh, mute second mic. True. Anyway, him, no shot. Yep, that's him. Go. Head so good, she on a roll. She ride dick like carnival. I just did the impossible. Go. Head so good, she on a roll. She ride the dick like carnival. I just did the impossible. I need to ban Slatty Matty, I think. Okay. Like, probably the worst contributor in the chat. Consistently. Like, he's very consistent in being ass. You're too removed from Trump. Become friends with Danny and get Trump on stream. Oh my God, that'd be so sick. Yeah, this is Dan Scavino. Media JSON provider. Request failed. Yeah, Daniel Scavino was Trump's caddy and then became like the guy who writes all of his tweets. So, better question. When do Brandon and Haley sneakers drop? Nobody's buying those. Okay, those are ass. When is Cenk releasing his own pair of shoes? I don't know. I hope never. Okay. No way they posted this on the fucking website and they edited out the Trump pussy. That's crazy, dude. The Trump neck pussy got edited out. Anyway, all right. Moving on from this. You should cover the parchment paper CEO TikTok fails, corporal madness. Sure. We'll look at that in a little bit. But yeah, they're estimated to ship July 2024, and I'm very excited to get my own pair. My own numbered pair, size 13, Trump never surrender high tops. God, I can't even think of anything that's more. Oh my God, the Trump Victory Cologne. Is that a fucking flip phone? What does he use? Oh no, it's an iPhone. Okay. Trump Victory Cologne. If you want to smell like absolute doo-doo, okay? This has to be Brute. It has to be repackaged Brute. No shot. It's anything but. My autistic ass can't tell if you're being serious about buying them. I am being serious about buying them. Well, I'm not going to buy them. I would, but tell me if the shoes were made in China. Yes, most likely. There's only one pair that was like made already. And that pair has already been sold for like $9,000. It's the one that he signed at SneakerCon, and some dumb fuck bought it. Does anyone have the clip for that? And why are we talking about this? Because he's doing scams and schemes once again. The Nalde is up to no fucking good, doing schemes and scams as he always does. Okay? The guy who won it is some CEO dude who's... And he paid $9,000 for it.
So what was your winning bid? And let's see the signature. All right.
It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Passing these down to my kids, but for now we'll display in the office. Roman Sharf, CEO of Luxury Bazaar. A lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion in this room, Trump said after taking the podium. They have lines going all around the block. They've never seen anything like this one. The guy who bought it is a YouTuber and gray market watch dealer. Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff, dude. What a wonderful situation. Bulgari watches under $6,000. Discover affordable luxury and curated selection of Bulgari watches, two-door icons. Russian CEO and entrepreneur, another money laundering scam. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so he did this because, you know, why wouldn't he? He knows he's got a bunch of suckers that are ready to fucking eat up whatever he puts down, including, but not limited to, Elena Cardone. For those of you who do not know who Elena Cardone is, she made a GoFundMe titled Stand with Trump, Fund the $355 million unjust judgment. Elena Cardone is wife of Grant Cardone. Now, that may be a recognizable name for you, the Cardone last name, perhaps. Because obviously you probably looked at this and you went, wow, this is so fucking stupid. How can people be so dumb? Okay. How can people be so absolutely unimaginably dumb? Well, Trump supporters are that dumb. If you recall, there was that paraplegic vet and his like ex-wife that went around and then and raised the money to build the border wall. And the irony, of course, is that they could have just not done that and instead waited for Joe Brandon to build the border wall himself.
I'm gonna be a millionaire before I'm 20, and this is
Oh yeah, this is Grant Cardone's daughter.
how. I work for my dad's company. I have a contract with them and I get paid every month. That money then goes into real estate where I get some passive income I get to go spend. I never get to touch that principal income. So every year that principal doubles, triples, it stacks on top of each other. And over time that principal in real estate will make me a millionaire. By the time I'm like 20 years old, I have like 600, 800,000 in real estate from that agreement we have.
I'll bonus her for stuff that she does. One of these TikToks goes to 10 million. I'm gonna give her a $10,000 bonus. That 10,000 goes by.
I love that this is like presented to people. Yeah, I love that this is presented to people as though this is like good financial advice. And the advice literally is have a father who is a multimillionaire. That's awesome. That's sick, man. I love the brilliance here being presented, which is have a dad in real estate that like gives you some of the fake money in that real estate. Like, what does she do to fucking get to that point? Says you, yeah. Famously, I also had a similar scheme with my multi-millionaire family, owner of multiple properties. Okay, so much. I mean, it's good advice. Yeah, dude, totally. Except if you don't have a rich TikTok real estate dad, what the fuck are you supposed to do?
As real estate, let's say she averages 50 a year, which she will. 50,000 times 10 years, which she will have at least 10 years, is 500 grand. If that money doubles because she never touched it, she's a millionaire. It will have paid her $300,000 in income that was not taxed, and I wrote off $500,000 of salary from the IRS. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, it's such a sick way to design this, dude. It's so relatable and so normal, and that's just how it works. You know what I mean? Like, who amongst us doesn't have that situation lined up for them? Like, I mean, dude, you're just leaving money on the table if you're a multi-billionaire and not hiring your daughter to do the fucking to do landlording operations that you can use as a tax write-off. Oh, are you telling me your father does not own like multiple hundreds of millions of dollars worth of real estate? Doesn't have a real estate portfolio? Oh shit. Okay, well, never mind. Then fucking get your money up, not your funny up, baby. My dad is such a bad parent for going bankrupt in 2014. Yeah. My dad in 2008. Okay. By the time I get to college, looking like a bad dad and not the good dad that he was when we were very affluent growing up. What the fuck, Dad? Where's my scheme? Love this though. It's good. It's great real estate advice. Literally, why didn't I think of having a millionaire for a father? I work for my dad's company. The end. That's how she's rich. I'm going to become rich before 20 because my dad is Grant Cardone. The rich are so out of touch. I love that at least they're flaming them. Because normally TikTok is full of fucking dumb babies who like eat this shit up. And 65.4 thousand of them have liked this fucking TikTok. Yeah. By the way, this girl, some of you might even recognize her from when I actually reacted to her when she was 10 years old 2 years ago.
You're stuck. You're not really a kid, and you're not really an adult. But seriously, I can't wait to work. I can't wait to really work, to have a job, to have responsibility, to be treated like an adult. You know, I'm happy when I work.
No, she was 10 here. She's like 12 now, okay? Or 14 now, I guess. But I think she was 10 back here. We reacted to this TikTok 2 or 3 years ago at this point. I can't really remember. And it blew my fucking mind. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
My name's Sabrina Cardone, and I'm 10 years old. No one is better suited than a 10-year-old to talk to you about 10X. And let's face it, I'm the only 10-year-old here.
This would get you killed in China.
So guys, for just a second, I want you to remember when you were 10. Look inside your mind's eye and remember when you were 10 years old. Think about it and be 10 again. You were about this tall, or maybe this tall and kind of short, or maybe even shorter than me. But remember how much energy you had. Remember how happy you were. Remember how positive and hopeful you were. You know, like I said before, I'm 10. And look, I'm ready to grow up and not be treated like a little kid. Because, you know, people don't listen to you. They talk about you, not to you. I was in a mall, and someone told my dad I was beautiful. We had an entire conversation that went on for like 5 minutes. I mean, thanks for thinking I'm pretty.
Dude, that is insane. That was a pedophile. I don't remember this part of the fucking conversation. It's like, yeah, I was at the mall and a pedophile approached me. What the fuck? And then my dad sold him a fucking condominium. It was sick. I was at the mall and a guy with the name Jeffrey Epstein approached me and said I was beautiful. And my dad was like, oh my God, Jeff, my best friend.
But you could have told me.
Wait, what? Bro, it's so fucking, this is the most insane, dude, this is the most replayed part. Oh my God, this is the most replayed part of the fucking video. At 10, you're stuck. You're not a kid. You're an adult. No, you're absolutely 1000% a kid. You are a literal child. You are basically one step above a baby. When you're 10 years old, you have basically gotten out of the baby category. You are no longer a toddler, but just barely not a toddler. Okay? It is nutty. It is insane. You are basically a fucking toddler. I do love the shots of Grant like tearing up as his like 10-year-old daughter is in a fucking podium talking about Sigma Grind said. Oh my God, you reacted to it in 2021 and had that exact same word for word?
And someone told my dad I was beautiful. We had an entire conversation that went on for like 5 minutes.
What the fuck? Yo, we were talking to a pedophile at the mall. It was sick. Oh my God. I don't even remember that part, dude. Oh my God. No, I said the same thing. Oh, ew, boo. I suck. I'm doing replays, dude. Sigma Grind set, baby. His name, Matt Gates. I stole that from the chat, by the way. Good one, chatter. Okay, see, this time I said Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's all right. The new heads in here think it's original. Yeah, I mean, the funny part is I don't remember this part of the video at all. This is a problem with like too much consistency, I would say. I'm so unfortunately consistent that sometimes I end up doing reruns, basically. 2021 Hassan gonna pull up an even older clip. Yeah.
I mean, thanks for thinking I'm pretty, but you could have told me.
What is happening? I've never actually watched the full one of this. This got so much worse. I only saw the fucking highlights before, and that was bad enough because she's like, I want to work super fucking hard. It's like, yo, you're 10, chill out. She's literally like, why won't the pedophile call me beautiful? I'm 10, by the way. To my face. This is like, this is rich dad, poor dad. And now you have ANCAP dad, libertarian dad. This is, God, I'm so funny. I cook, dude. I'm underrated. Okay? I'm underrated as a funny guy. Everybody always is like, Will's the funny one, which is true. He is funnier than me. But, you know, I still got some good ones in me, okay? Yeah, a little bit of self-appreciation here. Sorry, I'm gonna gas myself up a little bit, okay? Fuck you guys. Love yourselves, okay? Anyway, stealing jokes from chat and claiming them as your own. Yeah, whatever. Get your funny up, not your money up. I only started watching you because you cover awful shit in a way that makes me laugh, to be honest. Your culture jokes are kind of mid, though. Shut up. Anyway, all right. We're moving away from this fucking nonsense. How did I get here? We got here because Grant is using another person in their fucking family for insane shit. That's right. Grant's wife, the mother of that weird spawn of Satan 14-year-old who's like, oh, if you want to be a millionaire, just have a super rich dad. Well, the mother of that girl has made a GoFundMe 3 days ago. And the GoFundMe is for Donald Trump. Stand with Trump, fund the $355 million unjust punishment. It, of course, reminds me of the Fund the Border Wall scheme that happened on GoFundMe. This was yet another instance that actually dropped Steve Bannon. Fuck you. God damn it. I don't want this. Okay. Steve Bannon, a $25 million border wall campaign and a GoFundMe gone bad. We Build the Wall raised millions. Now the DOJ says its operators, including former Trump aides, skimmed hundreds of thousands off the top. I love that at this point, because we are firmly within the depths of late stage capitalism, we see other people running these fucking schemes. Okay, Brian Colfage was a U.S. veteran, paraplegic U.S. veteran who launched the crowdfund. We the People Will Fund the Wall. Which, by the way, yes, double amputee veteran Brian Colfage is now in prison, for the record, but inside of stadiums now. Oh, this is his wife, by the way, the lady who put this thing together.
Going to school, calling on a client you don't want to talk to. Look, you gotta do the things you don't want to do.
You gotta do the dirty.
Including sex.
Okay, I took it back. I fucking, Jesus Christ. I'm not down that bad, boys. Come on. Anyway, yeah, no, she's definitely hot, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, stay the course. The recent legal battles he faces are not just an attack on him, says Alina Cardone, but an attack on the very ideals of fairness and due process that every American deserves. It's a moment that calls into question the balance of justice and the application of law. Okay. Hold on. I need soundtracks for this. Hold on 1 second. In standing with Trump, we're upholding the cause of every business owner and entrepreneur who believes in the fight against the system that increasingly seeks to penalize dissent and curb our freedoms. The fact that a business owner did a loan with a bank, never defaulted, nor missed a payment, pays back the loan with interest and caused no financial damage to anyone, yet the government overreaches and slaps a business owner with a $355 million ruling should terrify all business owners and entrepreneurs. Is this government seizing assets? Seeking financial ruin? This is more than a legal fund. It is a call to all businesses and business owners and entrepreneurs to rally in defense of all businesses and for a man who has never hesitated to stand in defense of us. This fundraiser, therefore, is not merely about raising the ruling amount. It is about making a stand. It is about showing that when one of us is targeted for championing the values that make America great, he does not stand alone. We stand with him, shoulder to shoulder, ready to support, defend, and fight back against a system that threatens to undermine the very foundations of our republic. Now, more than ever, it is time for business owners and entrepreneurs to unite, to show our collective strength and resolve. Let's stand with Trump to ensure that justice prevails and that we continue to fight for a country that respects freedom, honors courage, and rewards the unwavering spirit of its people. That's right. Now, of course, if you're thinking like, who the fuck would be falling for this scam? Get out of here. Oh, that's right. 9.9 thousand people have, and they've raised $500,000 already. I don't refresh. Oh, never mind. Since the time I showed it on stream, platforming this wonderful patriotic GoFundMe to my audience of small business owners, it actually has increased. Now they have raised $515,000. Okay, towards their goal of $355 million. The power of this community is unmatched once again. We're doing the damn thing. I'm so proud of you guys. Check out the first donor, Lisa Copeland. Learn from Lisa. Join the art of the big sell. Build a movement, build an empire. Stop selling, start mobilizing. Become unapologetically fierce 365 days a year. Crush sales records. Bro, Lisa Copeland straight up has that haircut that is absolutely calling the cops when they see a 12-year-old black girl selling Girl Scout cookies in the neighborhood. Okay? This is the final boss of Karens. You have a little bit of melanin in your system, okay? And you're walking down the street, Dark Souls boss music starts playing when you see her, okay? This is like, oh my God. I've said this so much. No fucking shot. She's related to that worm Kenneth Copeland, right? Oh my God, is she? Yeah, this is the equivalent of having a haircut that basically says slurs. One margarita, she got her hand on the male POC server's ass on some, you gotta be half white, right? Yep. She makes fire coleslaw, black pepper, and salt. I don't know about the black pepper, dog. That's a little too spicy for her taste, I feel. But she got enough XP to shut down block parties in sub-second times. Oh, yeah. You even think about having a block party. You buy a dirt bike, it's already impounded by the government, okay? It's like it didn't even arrive at your house. It got impounded immediately, okay? That's a noise ordinance, sir. The Homeowners Association has been called. Raider apple pies 1 to 10. No, ladies like this are racist, but like they don't make food. You know what I mean? She hasn't cooked. No, she is hired the entire staff at her mega mansion, her ugly ass mega mansion with like Roman pillars in it are all classic. Classic. Classic, dude. Classic. A little bit of rain. Okay, we're back. We're back. A little bit of rain and look where that took us, okay? A little bit of rain and the infrastructure poops. She heard you talking shit. Anyway, but we're back. We're back. We're back. The deep state honing in. That's right. CIA trying to take you down again. Her Karen power emanated through the wires and fucking lasered me. Her Karen powers blasted me over the internet. Yeah. She's so powerful. She felt a disturbance in the force and was able to call the manager of the internet and just take me down. Okay. Anyway, enough about Trump. I guess the last thing I want to talk about with respect to Trump is the fact that this article came out. Oh, here. And also, wait, hold on. Here's Tommy Lauren glazing up Trump too.
Seriously see those, but nobody merchandises like Donald Trump does. There is nobody who can move merch like Donald Trump. I've never seen any Joe Biden merchandise anywhere. Nikki Haley has tried it. She has failed. Donald Trump knows what he's doing. And if we want to talk about connecting with young people, maybe not the worst idea in the world. Right. Huh.
Yeah, this is definitely connecting with young people and not like 45-year-old dads. Single dads who are like 3 times divorce champions that dumped a shit ton of money into crypto, lost it all, led to a divorce, and are now using the remaining fucking third mortgage on the house to buy these fucking shoes because they think this time the scheme will actually be worth it. Yeah. Frank Luntz said this would help Trump with Gen Z. Yeah, my reply guy Frank Luntz, once again, with an idiotic analysis, dude. Here's an account that's tracking Trump's legal debt. Donald Trump now owes $537,106,776 to pay court orders and interest. $87,502 in interest was added today. We're gonna talk about this too. This is such a fucking such a cringe thing. Anyway, all right. So that's the last part of the Trump saga. And before we get to Cop Watch, which of course we have to do as a staple in the broadcast, Tommy Lauren, what a fall from grace for her career. She had a wonderful blossoming career in racism and then lost it all, remembering that she has a pussy and ovaries and was like, what the fuck am I doing with this abortion shit? Y'all are crazy, which was correct, by the way. She was literally correct. Her take, once again, her take on abortion, unironically, despite her being like, obviously, despite her being a white supremacist out and about, she absolutely was correct on the abortion shit. And the Republican Party is currently suffering for that. And yet, you know, what happened to her? Well, they back pocketed her. Okay. So Ezra Klein wrote an article. Oh, fuck. Before. God, I keep forgetting. Sorry. There's still more. My buddy works on Tommy Lauren's show, and she says she's insufferable and doesn't remember any of the crew's names. Yep. Hey, ladies, sticks and stones and radical Muslims break our bones. Why are white women always surprised when supremacist ideology bites them in the ass? Because they're white. And whiteness is very powerful in a white supremacist country, more powerful than womanhood in many respects. Anyway, yeah. Where's the Nazi Nashville story? What? I don't know. Oh no. More Nazis were marching in another part of the fucking country. It's like classic. Oh my God. We can talk about Gaza later today. No need to switch subjects, of course. Just curious. Thank you so much for your coverage. Much appreciated. You have to stop doing this, Sheltered Rosebud. You come in here and do this every day. It's starting to get annoying. Please. You've already been timed out for spamming this. Okay. Anyway. This is a really interesting story. Trump privately expressed support for a 16-week abortion ban. Okay? So why is this an interesting story? Because once again, the one saving grace for the Democratic Party and their chances is the fact that they are not responsible for the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Supreme Court decision that happened under the Brandon administration absolutely is the responsibility of the Republican Party. Okay? And everybody understands that, especially those who are going out to vote. They've demonstrated that they care about this in incredible. It's a motivator. It's massive for turnout. Okay? It's far too extreme for even Republicans and moderates that still need to get abortions sometimes. Okay? It's a medical procedure. We've talked about it a million times over. However, Donald Trump has privately expressed a support for a 16-week abortion ban. In supporting a 60-week ban with exceptions, Donald Trump appears to be trying to satisfy social conservatives who want to further restrict abortion access and voters who want more modest limits. Now, there's two components here that I think are very interesting. One is the fact that I don't even know if Trump actually leaked this. This would be brilliant if Brandon's team lied about it. Okay? This would be very interesting if the Brandon team basically were like, yeah, Trump's actually, I heard, privately expressing support for a 16-week abortion ban. What do I mean by this? Because this forces Trump to come out and openly state a position on abortion. Okay? If he comes out against it, he's cooked, because then you have like the evangelicals who are like, wait a minute, you gave us the abortion ban. What are you doing? You're gonna go out and say that you're now gonna reverse that? That's kind of fucked up. Okay? And if he says he's for it, it's still tricky. If he says he's for it and this was actually his take, it's still tricky. Okay? Why is it tricky? Because if he says he's for 16-week abortion ban, that means he's talking about a federal abortion ban. That means blue states are going to get an abortion ban. Do you understand? Like, the whole states' right thing is just completely cast aside in this situation. It's a massively consequential position to take. Now, obviously, states' rights are unimportant. It's ridiculous. Republicans have never given a shit about it. It was always the writing on the wall that they would inevitably try to ban it at the federal level. However, here's what's really interesting. No way the DNC's that sick said. The second component that I want to mention here that I think the media is doing, that I think is gross, is the fact that this article makes it seem like this is a modest proposal. This is not a modest proposal at all. This literally further extends the most insane parts of the most reactionary proposal that harms the Republican Party. How is this a modest proposal? This is a federal abortion ban. There's nothing modest about it at all. This is unimaginable. Unimaginable cruelty. The fact that these fucking dipshits at the New York Times, and I even saw like a clip on MSNBC from like a NPR lady talking about it as though like Trump is retriangulating, it seems, and being like a politician here. It's really interesting. It's like, it blows my mind that these guys have the audacity to still run with the line that abortion is a divisive subject. Okay? 16-week national abortion ban with 3 exceptions in case of rape, incest, or to save the life of a mother is not a modest proposal at all. Where do they say modest? You're forcing words into their mouths? Did you read the subtitle? It's not that hard. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm paraphrasing off of the direct subtitle that we're currently reading. Are you okay? Are you having an aneurysm? What's going on? Anyway, thanks. Someone told me you're more likely to get noticed on stream if you're dumb on purpose. But Biden could have nuked the Supreme Court and filled it with Democrats. He clearly doesn't care. Where do they say modest? You're forcing words in their mouth. Okay. So I'm kind of, our massively libbed up chatter even is saying that I'm kind of disappointed in the New York Times. Wow. New York Times is losing the massive Brandon heads in the chat. It's really fucked up. Okay. So let me find the MSNBC clip, unless you guys have seen it already, unless you can find it for me. What is it? Mara Leeson, right? I think she's the one on MSNBC that the NPR lady that was on. Like, this is a person who is an NPR political correspondent at the White House for 36 fucking years. She's been at NPR. She goes on MSNBC and this is what she says. Okay, incredible stuff. I fucked it up. Oh, here it is. Let's look at this. It's crazy to me.
Issue that has been in the spotlight this week, abortion, Mara, because revelations, the New York Times first to report, NBC News has confirmed that Trump is considering backing a 16-week federal ban. He likes, I'm told, a nice round number. What do you make of this? What's the implications?
Well,
here?
there's two aspects of this. Democrats are going to say he's for a national ban. He doesn't want states to decide. Every blue state that's codified Roe, that's going to go in the garbage can. So that's one impact of it. But the second thing that I think is incredibly interesting is that Donald Trump is acting like a normal politician. He usually doesn't do that, but he's moving, trying, if this story is true, to move to the center on abortion.
16-week national ban is the moving to the center on abortion? Are you on crack cocaine, lady? Like, sure, after fucking 35 years at NPR, maybe the abortion thing doesn't impact you directly, okay? But that is the most insane thing I've ever heard. Wow, Donald Trump is retriangulating on abortion. The center of what are we talking about? The center of hell? The fuck do you mean the center? Bro, this is on MSNBC, okay? MSNBC is supposed to be the Fox News of the left. This is psychotic. It blows my mind. Wow, Donald Trump is really centering on the whole immigration debate by saying he's only going to kill Guatemalan migrants directly by firing line and not the Venezuelan ones. Sick. Thanks. It just like it blows my mind. What is this if not consistently trying to work at the behest of the most reactionary forces in this country as you normalize deeply radical positions that would be unimaginable 5 years ago? It's so fucking insane.
For the general election, to get more where the majority of voters are. And you know what? There is a consensus on abortion in this country. It used to be called Roe. 16 weeks is a little earlier than Roe, but
a little earlier than Roe? Hello? 16 weeks is nothing. Come on, man. This is crazy. Like, it blows my mind. This is a celebrated journalist at the NPR. Okay? This is a person who's been in the media for years and years and years. She's covered all of this shit. You know 16 weeks is not a just a little bit earlier than Roe. Okay? And Roe is protective. This is restrictive. Okay? This is crazy.
people want abortion to either be mostly legal with some exceptions or mostly illegal with some exemptions.
Some people don't know they're pregnant. Not everyone has consistent periods. Exactly. The reason why you put any kind of restrictions on this, the reason why you put any kind of restrictions on abortion and it being bad ultimately is because many people don't even know if they're pregnant or not. Okay. And 16 weeks is incredibly restrictive. Also, some people mistake when talking about weeks. Roe had a floor limit of 22 weeks, not a ceiling of 16. Exactly. And that was just like the entry point. Roe was fetal viability, which is generally considered to be around 23 to 24 weeks. That was the minimum that states had to abide by, not the maximum. Okay? That's the major difference here. The minimum that states have to abide by is a standard that you do against red states that want to have further restrictions on abortion. Abortion should not be limited at any point. Why? Well, because 80% or 90% of abortions happen in the first trimester. Okay? However, all of the other abortions that come after the first trimester, the remaining 10%, happen almost exclusively due to medical complications. Okay? A lie has been told for generations now, working at the behest of the most reactionary forces in this country to make it seem like women are getting abortions on demand for funsies.
Damn, this guy's good.